Would you like to become a fascinating personality, break free from plateaus, and gain power over your mental resources and your full potential? You came to the right place. Welcome to a magical journey to yourself. This show is made in Germany. If you like the show, please subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, or puremindmagic.club. Welcome to Season 1, Shaping Your Reality. And here is your host, international magician, speaker, and book author, Victoria Mavis.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Pure Mind Magic and this midweek motivation. Great that you have tuned in again. And before we start with the interesting topic of today, why you can be fooled by a magician, I wanted to let you know that my podcast listening journal is out now. You can get it from Amazon, and I will put a link directly into the show notes below this episode, so check that out. This is a journal for you when you are a podcast lover, because you can put down everything you hear on podcasts and capture all your brilliant ideas and insights you get from podcasts, as well as book recommendations or potential coaches, mentors, or other business ideas. So maybe you will track down your next $1 million idea. So get your copy today. And now let's talk about magic in this episode. So first, I wanted to mention that myself, I don't like to use the word trick. Of course, everyone knows that we magicians work with magic tricks. But trick means you trick someone. And very easily, this turns into a contest, like presenting yourself as being smarter than other people or as the audience. And then you have this kind of fight going on. And this is why but that's just me, avoid to use the word trick or trickery. So I would prefer illusions or entertainment or effects or moments of astonishment or whatever describes the magic going on in a better way than using the word magic trick or card trick, because you frame it like that so everyone knows it's just a trick. And when we think in the direction of mentalism, there could be more to it. So not only a trick, maybe there's more. And I would like to leave that open for the audience. It's the same than when you grab a book and read, you start to create all the images in your mind. And so with creating this magic, I just give some hints and clues for the fantasy and all the images in the spectator's mind. So to let you know that why I'm not using this word very often. A lot of colleagues do, of course, and we all know that we are dealing with magic tricks. It's just how you say it. And you know, words hold power, and your words too. So keep an eye on what you are saying. Now, maybe when you live in the United States or in another place around the world, you heard of the very famous format, the show from Penn and Teller, these great magicians that have their own show for, I think, a very long time in Las Vegas. And they also have this TV show called Penn and Teller Fool Us, and you can find it on Netflix. There is season 1 and 2. I'm not quite sure if they're producing a third season now, but I think so. And basically they invite, if you're not familiar with the show, magicians from all around the world to fool them. So they sit there and wait to be fooled by the magicians. And when they do, they win a grand prize. So, of course, they won't reveal the secret to the audience. So sometimes teller does a short drawing and shows it to the magician, and they have to confirm that it's correct, so the solution, how they accomplish the illusion or not. So it's really entertaining, and you can check that out. And it's also a concept of Penn and Teller, what made them so successful, that they like to let the audience know sometimes how they did something, and then they do something even bigger than that. So that's their concept and their brand. And this is also where this wording, fool us or be fooled, comes in, but in a nice way. So they like to be fooled. They say that, and not a lot of magicians accomplish that, because it's the same when you work in any industry and you are really an expert in what you do. You are quite familiar with everything that is going on and how everything works and plays together. And for sure, it's the same with magic. So when you know all the concepts behind it, and you've studied it for years and years and read all the books, went to all the conventions worldwide, things keep repeating, of course. But every now and then someone really comes up with a brand new and brilliant idea no other magician has seen before. And this is something I would really call a magic moment for a magician, because we look at magic shows differently, obviously. It's the same when you are a director or a cinematographer and go to the cinema. You watch the movie differently because you know all the background and you know how it works. So I'm sure it's the same in your industry. And when you have a great comment to that, please leave that below this episode, or just shoot me an email to puremindmagic@gmail.com. That is puremindmagic@gmail.com. I'm always happy to receive some feedback from you. So let's look at why it is possible for a magician to fool you, actually, when you're not a magician and not Penn and Teller. So the main thing is why it works so good, especially nowadays, is because of the lack of concentration and the lack of focus. Magic is all about distractions, and we use everything to distract you and to guide your attention to where we want to have them. So sometimes it's music, sometimes it's a lot of words, just everything that distracts you. And your mind is only able to hold one thought at a time. So when we can break your attention, it's very easy that you will miss some things that are going on stage or at the table directly in front of us. So when you improve your concentration and your focus, it will be tough for us as magicians to really fool you. But today everyone is distracted, because in the morning you get up, you check your smartphone, and you already gave up control over your life, because your smartphone and the news of the days and messages from your family and friends are taking over. So you're kind of out of control here. You lost your focus. So of course we magicians are happy when you are distracted, because it makes our job easy, and even when we don't perform quite well or 100% that evening, we will fool you still with what we are doing. So keep an eye on that, and maybe you are ready to improve your concentration and focus, and I'm pretty sure you can imagine that this will enhance your productivity because you have more energy on the thing you are doing. Then also, because of all the stress and people are stressed out day in and day out, they have just a limited perception of what is going on. This is also an advantage for us magicians, because when people have only a small perception, it's really easy to bring in things they can't see, because they are so blocked and only see such a small portion of the reality and everything that is going on around them. So let me give you an example of that. Maybe you remember when you've been on your last holiday, and probably on the beach you noticed a lot of different things, or in your hotel when you were at the restaurant and really relaxed after, let's say, 7 days, being there completely out of your all-day life. So when you are in that mood, you will see new chances, new opportunities, and probably will also meet new people, maybe even the love of your life, because you are relaxed, you're not so stressed, and that widens your perception. So this is point number 2. When you reduce the stress, you will have a better perception about things that are going on in your life and opportunities that present themselves to you. And of course, you will see more in a magic show. So the stress also leads to the fact that you are not really present in the moment, because you're thinking of everything that happened in your past. I mean, you can't change it anyways. And you're thinking about things in the future that might happen. But also, our future is never, ever set in stone. So you never know what will happen tomorrow. Not for sure. No one does. Even not really magicians, but sometimes they act as if. But that's magic. So when you are more present, this brings also together the concentration and the perception. You will see more and you will act differently from another standpoint, and also your mindset shifts because you're really there and people will feel it. And I always tell people that as a magician, you have to be present because you are so stressed on stage. You have to keep everything under your control. So the audience, what you're saying, and also the tricks or illusions you are doing. So you have to be aware of every step you take and everything you touch and how you speak with the audience. So it requires to be 100% present. It's the same for actors. So they really have to go in their role and play it 100% in that very moment, like not thinking of anything else. So when we look at that, it's that people are trained to be distracted. We can talk about masters of distractions out there. And think of it, a lot of us have these 16-hour days working or dealing with your business or being an entrepreneur. So meaning you practice about 16 hours a day to be distracted. Now multiply that with 5 days a week and then with 30 days a month, you will really become an expert at being distracted. But is this really what you like? So would it be much better to be more concentrated and really aware of everything that is going on in your life and the path you are taking? And it's said that we are reacting really too much and we spend so much time to do what comes up every day, but we spend less time to really design our thinking and design our life in our mind. So taking really action and being active. So we are mostly very passive on everything that is going on. And with masters of distractions, you are like a magician because you're so distracted. And we magicians do that on purpose to distract you, but only for the purpose of entertainment and to give you a good time while you're watching a magic show. So when you're a magician, it's great when you become a master of distraction, but really here also having the active role to really do that for a reason and not just being distracted and being so passive. So this is my message here. And of course, this will shift your attention and change your mindset when you think of it like waking up more consciously and making better decisions when you are present, when you are not that much stressed, and also when you are focused on what you want and the direction you really would like to go. So this is an overview of why it is easy for a magician to fool you. And the more present you are and clear on your mind, there is this famous saying that clarity is power, and it definitely is. the harder the job for the magician to fool you and create this illusion. So take it away for today and think about it. Where are things in your life where you can be more present, or maybe put your smartphone to the side for like 1 or 2 hours to really be productive and work on something that is important to you, or spend time with people in your life that you love most. That is my message for today. And as I said, when you check out some more entertainment on that. Fool Us with Penn and Teller on Netflix. And I thought about to make a special announcement now, and this is my commitment. So I'm quite sure this will take a lot of energy, and this is also a challenge for me, because now at the Christmas time coming up, this is a time of the most magic shows, because people love to hire magicians for their Christmas office parties that are normally not taking place in the office, but in a nice restaurant or nice location, nice hotel. So this is really the main season for every magician. But because I love my podcast, I decided to do something special for you, my listeners, and please let me know what you think about when you hear that. So you can leave a comment or also shoot me an email to puremindmagic@gmail.com. So the acknowledgement is that for this Christmas time 2018, I will do a Pure Mind Magic Advent Calendar, meaning 24 episodes in 24 days. So this is a ton of work, but I will do that for you. I have some really special episodes and nice surprises in between, so you will have a really magical Christmas time. And I would be so happy when you make the commitment as well to listen to every day's episode for this 24 days. And I would go so far to say that your life will change when you do, because there's so much magic knowledge I gathered for you that your mind will start to change. You will have a really strong mindset shift and can go with a clear mind and some new skills you learned along the way into the new year 2019. So because of that, there will be no interview this Friday, but Sunday is December 1st, so there will be the first episode for the Magic Advent Calendar. I wish you a really nice Christmas time, and when you feel like there are a couple of creative things you need to get done, or people helping you with all the Christmas preparations, I found a very nice platform in UK. I became an affiliate there, so I'll leave a link and you can hire freelancers there from the UK area, but obviously they work worldwide, and it's a really cool tool, so I love working with them. And when you use my link, you get like £30 off your first purchase there. I think this is also a nice gift you should check out. I hope you feel well prepared now for this weekend and the first advent coming up there. And a lot of things to do with entertainment, and also check out, just to remember you, my podcast listening journal. This is a nice thing, and also I think a very nice Christmas gift. Talking about gifts, also a special thing about my Magic Advent Calendar will be that I will have prepared in every single episode a Christmas gift tip for you, for your friends and family, because I know sometimes when you're really stressed, it's hard to come up with a creative idea. So you get another benefit of listening to the shows while improving yourself, your personality, also getting a practical tip on something you could buy probably online. So no matter where you are in the world right now, you can get that delivered to your home. So this is all for today. Have a magical rest of the day or beginning of the day. Until next time, create some magic.